Recently in the news, Pastor Carlton Funderburke of Kansas City, Missouri, went viral because of a sermon he preached where he called his congregation poor, broke, busted, and disgusted because he didn't feel he was receiving fair compensation from his members as their pastor. However, this viral moment also resurrected a crime that happened in his ministry about 4 years ago. On August 7, 2022, the members of Church at the Well in Kansas City, Missouri, heard the sermon of their lives as their pastor rebuked them as a whole for not getting him a Movado watch that he had requested a year earlier, and his assessment of why he had not received that gift was because of his congregants' negligence. The clip of this sermon, which was live streamed, set social media on fire. Fortunately, the pastor has since issued an apology for the offensive sermon. However, this story focuses on Pastor Funderburke's church when it was called Repairers of the Breach Christian Center and was at the center of a murder investigation involving a church elder and his wife, who was a minister. Pastor Carlton Funderburke, a native of Kansas City, Missouri, began his ministry at the young age of 17. He was educated at Drake University, and he is a highly sought-after conference speaker and lecturer, as well as the founder and chief executive officer of Anointed One Ministries. And he founded and incorporated His Hands Extended, a 501c3 nonprofit organization linking corporate America to grassroots Christian organizations. So from his history, it appears that the pastor has a heart for ministry and is dedicated to doing good in this world. His first church, Repairers of the Breach Christian Center, as I mentioned before, was also located in Kansas City, and in 2016, Pastor Funderburke performed a wedding ceremony for two beloved members of his congregation, Elder Robert Harris and Minister Tanisha Stuart-Harris. Unfortunately, 18 months after that joyous wedding celebration, the police were called to the Harris's home at an Overland Park apartment complex because of a domestic disturbance. Later that day, they were called again by Elder Harris, who reported that his wife was missing. Meanwhile, a person reported to the police that they saw Robert transporting a large, heavy trash bin to his truck. The police did check the dumpster at the apartment complex, but did not recover the trash bin. When Robert called in to report his wife missing, the police were already highly suspicious of him. It was reported that her mother was worried about her as well because she didn't know where her daughter was and asked Robert to go look for Tanisha because the bank was closed where she worked and her car was gone. Robert told her mother he searched for her everywhere. When the police entered his apartment, there was a noticeable smell of bleach and red stains in the carpet, and it looked like there was a concerted effort being made to clean the stains out. Upon further investigation, the police found a receipt from Walmart that showed Harris had purchased a trash bin and other items, such as a filleting knife, plastic bags, and carpet cleaner solution during several trips he made to the store. The police questioned Harris about his wife's whereabouts, and eventually Robert confessed to having something to do with his wife's disappearance. Tanisha Harris's body was found the next morning in a secluded area of Raymore near 163rd and Kentucky. Autopsy results later revealed that she was strangled, and Robert Harris was charged with first-degree murder and a bond for $1 million. It has been reported that Tanisha's body was dismembered, but I can't find a confirmation on that allegation. Robert, 30 at the time of the murder, and Tanisha, 38 at the time, both have one child each from previous relationships, and to friends and family around them, they appeared to be a happy, healthy couple. The church was dumbfounded by the news, and according to Fox 4 Kansas City, a member of the church said, quote, "I got a call while I was at work about it. I don't know what happened," she said. "I can't believe it. I don't want to believe it's true. I want to believe it's a mistake." She broke down in tears just thinking about the horrible nightmare she said has rocked their 6-year-old church, Repairers of the Breach Christian Center in South Kansas City, to its core. "It's beyond unreal because I knew Elder Robert Harris," Hope Lizette said. "He was my spiritual counselor. He was our go-to man when we couldn't reach our pastor. He loved her, end quote. Another church member said, quote, "We're now leaning on God, trusting God, knowing that he doesn't make any mistakes," said Sheila Patton, end quote, whose daughter attends the Kansas City church. And Pastor Funderburke said, quote, "Utter shock, anguish, confusion, and questions," said Carlton Funderburke, the senior pastor at Repairs of the Breach Christian Center. "I was privileged to perform their wedding ceremony in July of 2016. They were just good, solid people and outstanding members of their community," end quote. Now this is where this story gets very messy and even darker. A person whose name I will keep private released a live video on social media years ago that was deleted, but he made some explosive statements about Robert Harris and the church. This person was a member of the church and did testify at a preliminary hearing for Tanisha, and the video is still available because many people recorded the original live while it was being streamed. The person claimed that he had a sexual relationship with Robert Harris while he was married to Tanisha, and that Tanisha was aware that Robert had been with men in the past. He also claimed that Robert was sleeping with other men in the church as well. He was upset because he said Tanisha was not killed because of Robert's sexuality because she knew about that. He says she was killed for money, but didn't clarify how money played a part. Other rumors circulated around the internet also questioning Pastor Funderburke's sexuality and fidelity. And the rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper with allegations of orgies with church members, sexual assault, and this is where my commentary on these rumors ends, because this is too much, and I can't confirm anything that has been alleged. I can't confirm this statement either, but a friend of Pastor Funderburke stated on a live show on YouTube that this murder is the reason why the church changed its name and sort of rebranded to distance the ministry from this horrible murder. And that would be totally understandable if that is the reason for the change. The current viral video has put the church back in the spotlight under not so favorable circumstances again. And the murder, of course, was not the fault of the church, but I assume it is every church leader's desire to be able to pastor people to the point where they would reach out for help before engaging in such a violent act. And now the pastor is under fire again, but this time without the ability to deny allegations or rumors, because the video is what the pastor actually said. There is a lot of repairing that needs to be implemented following this viral video, and here are some short clips from the viral sermon so you can fully understand what I mean.
That's how I know you still poor, broke, busted, and disgusted, because of how you've been honoring me. I'm not worth your McDonald's money. Come on. Come on. I'm not worth your Red Lobster money. I ain't worth your St. John Nick.
I know, this really sounds bad. I feel attacked personally, and I wasn't even there.
Y'all can't afford it no how. I ain't worth y'all Louis Vuitton. I ain't worth your Prada. I'm not worth your Gucci. Mother, I'm saying this, and I promise you, Deacon, it is not with respect of want. I'm saying it because I want you to understand just what God is saying.
Now, when he says he wants them to hear what God is saying, I cringed and got angrier.
I even found out that Movado, you can buy a Movado watch in Sam's. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And y'all know I asked for one last year. Here it is the whole way in August. I still ain't got it. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Let me kick down the door and talk to my cheap sons and daughters.
I do realize how upsetting this clip is, but the lady who answered Pastor Funderburke with, "Yes, you can," when he said you can buy a Movado watch at Sam's Club, had me on the floor. Everybody needs a hype man like that in their life. And here is the audio clip of Pastor Carlton Funderburke's apology.
Good evening. My name is Carlton Funderburke. I'm the senior pastor of Church of the Well, right here in Kansas City, Missouri. I want to take this moment to address the now viral video clip of me from a sermon given August the 7th, 2022. Though there is context behind the content of the clip, no context will suffice to explain the hurt and anguish caused by my words. I've spoken to those I am accountable to and have received their correction and instruction. I have also privately apologized to our church, who has extended their love and support to me. I'm privileged to do life with them. The video clip does not reflect my heart or my sentiments toward God's people, yet that's not discernible in the clip. Therefore, I offer this sincere apology to you today. No context could erase the words I used. I apologize to all who have been hurt, angered, or in any way damaged by my words. The zeal of any presentation must be tempered with love and respect, and that was not displayed. I apologize to the church at large for any undue scrutiny I have subjected you to. I apologize to every preacher and pastor who must stand up under the controversy that I have caused. To those who know and love me, thank you for your support. To those who now know me, because of this video clip, I regret that your first impression of me is one of anger, hate, and resentment. My actions and my words are inexcusable. I offer no justification or defense. That moment was mishandled and mismanaged. I deeply regret this moment, and I solicit your prayers and your forgiveness as we grow forward. Thank you. God bless you. Go with God.
To be honest, I felt the sincerity in his voice and truly hope that he, his ministry, and his congregation can recover from the social media and church backlash they are going through at this time, and also continue to heal from the tragedy they experienced in the past. Changing the name of the ministry was a start, but the trial for Robert Harris is coming up soon, and we will see if some of the accusations and rumors reported in the past are proven true. And in that case, a name change is definitely not enough. Pastor Funderburke is also the donkey of the day on the Breakfast Club, so it's going to be a long road ahead. God bless. Bloopers. She broke down in tears just thinking about the horrible nightmare she said has rocked their 6-year-old church, Repairs of the Beach Christian Center in South Kansas City, to its core. Did I say beach?